Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Sue, your East Oakland advocate. Well, we're back in the kitchen, and it is Thanksgiving in 7 days. Next week at this time, I will be cooking another turkey like this, but I wanted to show you one of my tips that I've been using for decades that makes one of the most tasty and juicy turkeys that you can have. And there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. Number one, and it's called brining. Number one, you just get a big pot and you create the brine, which is uh, you have to create it. It's water, uh, brown sugar, and salt, kosher salt. And so once you make that up, then you put the turkey in there, uh, and it needs to chill overnight. And so what ends up happening, all of the brine, a lot of the salts, the sugars, everything gets absorbed into the turkey carcass. And so that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is by injecting, using an injector to inject the brine directly into the flesh of the turkey. And that's what I do mostly. And I do it at least 24 hours ahead of time. And then this gives the brine mix enough time to uh, be absorbed and flavor all of the meats of the turkey. And so there's a lot of different types of things out there. There's some pre prepared mixes by Zatarain's and other companies, and they're injectables. And so they're called Creole butter, garlic butter. So those add flavor and moisture to the bird. I've thawed this bird out for a couple of days, and also I dried the skin out a little bit in the refrigerator. And the purpose of drying the skin, that's what makes it crunchy. And so I'm drawing the moisture out of the skin, but yet I'm going to be putting moisture back in with this in the actual flesh. But the refrigerator, the cold, will draw the moisture from the skin. And those of you who love a nice, crackly, crunchy skin, that's how you get it. You have to dry it out in the refrigerator. But making up the brine, this year, typically I use Zatarain's Creole butter. But for whatever reason, this year I couldn't find it anywhere. And when I could find it, it was terribly expensive. So I just said, it's nice to have that one, but there are other ways that I can brine uh, uh, the turkey. And one of the ways that I've come up with, better than bouillon, and I'm using the seasoned roast chicken, and it's pretty interesting. And you mix up the brine. I have 2 cups of water like that, and I bring it up to a boil in the microwave, and then that's what the stuff looks like inside, and it's all very concentrated. So I put in 2 or 3. In this case, I want more flavor, so I put 3 teaspoons into the brine, the 2-cup brine, and stirred it up. Make sure that it was well mixed, and then also I put in a little bit of butter, and so you can see what it looks like here. And this is what I'm going to be injecting into the turkey. I just want to mix it up here, make sure everything's uh, in suspension in the fluid. Oh, I saw a chunk of butter in here still, so there's still some butter in the mix here, and that'll get injected into the flesh of the turkey itself. It's really easy, and one of the nice things about this, by uh, injecting the bird ahead of time, 24 hours, and you want to do all different directions with this. And the bird will look kind of funny once you get all the brine injected into it, but it'll be real flavorful. So anyway, it's real easy. I'm going to show you how it's done. Just put the needle right into the mix, as you see, and draw. Be sure to, on your injector, oil the lips so that it slides easily. But what you want to do is just go right into the flesh, and then just slowly pull in and pull out, and you'll see it bubble up as you come out. And then the same, you want to do it in a whole bunch of different areas. You'll see the flesh expand, and at times you'll see some leakage, which is fine, and also go the other direction. And you see how this really puffed up. This is without this side, and then this side, it's like there's a small balloon underneath the skin. And so we're just going to inject in a lot of different places because we want that flavor plus the butter in the flesh. Same thing with the leg. You want to just take it, inject it into the flesh. You see how it expanded, and that's what you want. You want to see that. You want that expansion. Then you know that the flavor's in there and it's being distributed evenly. And the nice thing about this, the drippings, when you're cooking, and the drippings that leak out of here make an excellent, excellent gravy. And you literally don't have to do anything to the drippings. Just gather it up, pour it out. You're going to have a lot because this makes a lot, plus the moisture in the bird is going to cook out. You're going to have plenty for gravy. So we're just going to continue on here a little bit more. Inject along the bone lines. And that way we know that the bird is going to be very flavorful, really tender. And so you want to get all the different areas. Like I said, also different directions. That way all the flesh and the layers of flesh are covered with flavor. And again, don't forget to do the legs. We also going to turn and inject some into the turkey wing. And it doesn't take that long. And you just randomly inject the flavor into the bird. And so as you see, it's pretty simple. Just going to turn the bird now on its side and inject. And at times you'll see the flavoring, the brine, going into the different parts of the flesh, and you want to see that. That's good. Because the turkey, when it's full of the brine, it'll look kind of distorted because you've injected the brine all over. And make sure you get inside, you lift the wings, get inside that drumstick. That way you get every part with flavor. But this adds a real nice flavor. Other flavors that you can also use for the brine, there's a garlic, there's an onion, there's mushroom, there's vegetable. So there's a lot of different flavors. So you can really add some interesting flavors to this. You can create your own Creole butter. Uh, if you have the chili powder, you can add that into the brine, and that'll add some spiciness to the bird. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, but the brine really helps make the bird juicy, and you have lots and lots of gravy. And I know that a lot of people buy gravy to have extra. I do on occasions, and then there's those that want oh just what they consider a traditional gravy, and so I make sure that I have that available. Uh, Next Thursday, I'll be serving my staff here. Um, as I have two live-ins along with me, so we have people here all the time. It's a dangerous area, uh, but we make the best of it. So anyway, that's pretty much all the brine. 2 cups of brine injected into this turkey. And what we're going to do now is take this, put it back in the refrigerator until tomorrow. Then we're going to actually melt butter as the coating on here. We're not going to use oil, because oil with a roasting oven just gets kind of gooey. And that's why we're drying this out in the refrigerator, drying the skin out, not the flesh, but we're drying the skin. And we're going to put some salt on this after we butter it tomorrow, because once the butter goes on, then the seasoning, the herbs, we're going to put thyme, sage, and rosemary onto the bird, along with a little bit of uh, what's that? The paprika uh, for a little bit of color. And with the butter coating everything, we'll only have to come back one time, maybe 2 at the most, because it'll take about an hour and a half, well, about 2 hours to cook this in turkey roaster. This is an almost 15-pound turkey. And so past experience says it'll come up ready right around the 2-hour mark. And there's going to be a whole lot of gravy with this, with the drippings. So it's going to be really good. But the turkeys right now for the month of November are a great deal. Grocery Outlet was advertising them at $3.99 if you buy $35 of stuff other than the turkey. So that becomes a pretty good deal. This is the second year that I've used Amazon Prime Fresh. This is the grocery version of Amazon Prime. And the turkeys are incredibly inexpensive, and $5.88 to $6.86. This one was $6.86 for a 15-pound turkey. That was a turkey in the 14 to 16-pound range. That's the heaviest that Amazon grocery has. That's the biggest. They don't have anything bigger. If you're looking for a bigger turkey, then you'll have to pay the price at your local grocery store. But if you can make do with 2 or even 3 smaller birds, you can save yourself significantly. And I've even had fresh turkey in the past. And let me tell you, there's a process to cooking a fresh turkey because I didn't do it correctly. Obviously, my professional chef friend told me what I did wrong, and so I, that was $100 mistake. That turkey, fresh turkey, was $100, and so quite a significant difference versus the frozen, which I only paid $6.86 here for this one. And so we're going to enjoy this one tomorrow night. Uh, the staff and I were eating cheaply up until Thanksgiving, and this is one of the most inexpensive ways that you can eat right now for this month. $6.86 on a turkey, 14 to 16 pounds. So that feeds us for almost 4 nights, 4 days, I should say. So it's a significant savings for those of you on tight budgets, and we are here also. But that's my tip for Thanksgiving. If you want one of the best turkeys, and you'll get compliments like you would not believe. Even my sister, who is a professional chef, literally for Scott Seafood, and she was always complimenting me on my Thanksgiving turkey, my Christmas turkeys, and how do you get so much gravy? She said, how do you do that? And I said, brining. You got to brine the turkey. So she learned something there, but she could still never get it right. She never asked me to show her or anything. So her mistake. But this makes one of the best turkeys that you'll ever create. And topping it is very simple. Some may like a spicy bird, so you can make a spicy version with red hot, kind of like a spicy Popeye's chicken or the Cajun turkey that they have. That's one of the spices that they use in that to make it spicy. I don't care for it anymore. Back in my younger days, I used to love spicy, but getting old, can't do it anymore. So that's my tip for Thanksgiving. Hopefully your turkey comes out perfect and that you get lots of compliments from your family and friends. Thanks for joining me today. We'll be right back.